Hello everybody, this is a short video on some equipment that I've got. I have a 2016 Chevy Traverse and I was trying to program some key fobs. My first purchase was this device here because online it said that it would do remote controls, and it does say that it will. Online this said that this would do all the way up to a 2017 car, Chevy included. And as you can see, I've got this turned on here. You can see that it does definitely say remote controls. However, this was going to Chevy. When you go to, well, just about any of these, but I'll go to the Traverse. When you click on it, there's Traverse, and see it only even says 2011, but it will not open up. It won't do anything with that. Now this will program keys. And it did the Chevy Traverse keys. I was able to, do that and program keys. Now I know there's an onboard function on the Chevy Traverse. I was just using this to see if it would program the keys, and it will for a 2016. But the key fobs, I needed to buy a different item, and this is what I ended up buying here. Now this is a Chinese knockoff of the original thing. What this came with was the MDI device. It came with this OBD connector to connect to it. It also came with a hard drive. This was $269 for this device with the hard drive. With that, it says that you needed a laptop that will handle Windows 7. You needed 4 gigs of RAM with it. So I needed to get a laptop. I found one on eBay for $38 that did not come with any hard drive. It was a Dell 6400. It needed the power cable there that I got. It needed a new laptop battery, which I got for about $14. The power cord was about $11. And the cover for the hard drive was another $2. But this is what came on here, is the software. A lot of the other stuff was in Chinese. So the main things that came on here that we're going to be using is this GM MDI manager and this GDS software. Now, I can tell you after I got this, I had a tough time with the software. It was coming up and it was saying no valid license for it. And the workaround that I had to end up doing for that is I had to change the time zone from US to China. Okay. And then another thing that I had to do, while that's loading, I'll minimize that. What I had to do is on the software package that came on the hard drive on, I don't know why they got to split up like this, but it says GDS2 DAT. So I had to change the country code to China, and then I had to run this DAT, which changed the time on the computer. Okay, so you can see that it right now it says March 15th, 2018. We're already in 2019, but that's what you needed to do in order to get this GDS software to give you a valid license key. And I'll boot this up and I'll show you, what it says now. So as this coming up, you can see where it says days remaining until lease expires, 29,954 days. Yeah, without doing that step, yeah, it says no lease here, and it won't let you click onto the diagnostics. All right, so what I've got now is I've got a couple of these remote key fobs. Sorry about my finger there. Remote key fobs. These two are already programmed. This is a brand new one. I paid at the dealer to get these 2 keys cut and programmed. About $130 that it cost to do that. Since then, one of these key fobs is broken. I need to replace another one. I wasn't going to pay the dealership the money to do that anymore. Yeah, I spent way more than that getting the equipment, but now I can help some other people, around town, and they needed something done. So let's get this hooked up to the car, and I'll show you how that process goes. Okay, so we're going to plug this into the communications port, which is right down here. And we're going to plug this into the GM MDI here. So It's going to go in like this. So you can see it's communicating now. It'll go through its process and give you a beep here when it's ready. Just wait for that for a minute. Okay, so now it's check marked, power's on. This is the port here where it connects onto the USB cable that it comes with. So we're just going to do this real quick. We're going to plug this cable in. Goes right there. Okay, so we can put this back on the floor here. That's as much as we need of that. Okay, so now we're going to work on the computer here. Hop in. Okay, so we got the MDI box plugged into the car, and then it plugged in with it via USB. We're going to open up this GDS2 software. And we'll start with that. We need to get all of our keys together that we're going to program. Alright, so we're going to click up on diagnostics. It's connecting. So we're in a 2016 Chevy Traverse. Alright, so that's connected. We're going up to the module diagnostics. We're going to go down to remote control door lock. Okay, so we're going to go add and replace key fobs. Alright, so go back over here. Okay. Alright, so we're at the key fob here. We're going to start with 1 and we'll go all the way to 3. Alright, so we're going to do the first one. Okay. Ignition is now on. Okay, key fob status is 1, it's learned. Okay, so now we're going to go back and do key fob number 2. So we're doing number 2 now. I'll learn that one. Press and hold the 2 buttons. That one's good. So we're going to go back. Now we're going to do key fob number 3. Now that's the one that's currently in the car. Ignition's on. Oh, more. The learn button. There we go. Alright, so all 3 of them are done now. Now we can exit out of this. All 3 of them have been learned. We can go back. This program will not let you just hit exit out of this, so you have to go all the way back to the home. And now we're done. Alright, so now we can test them all. Got the car turned off. Key fob number 1 works. Key fob number 2 works. And number 3. All right, thank you.